Hey folks, in Unit 4 of our statistics class, we're going to take a look at comparing graphs of data using things like boxplots and histograms. And I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you folks to a new piece of software, new to us, that is called Flourish, which allows you to visualize data in really attractive ways, really beautiful. So anyways, I Googled how to make box plots in Flourish because we actually have some data that we gathered before that could be used, but we're going to do some more in the future. Anyways, take a look. Here is their example page, how to make box plots in Flourish, and what they've done is they've gathered up data for World Cup. However, this is not the recent World Cup for soccer. This is June 2018, so I'm assuming this is 2018 information. But anyway, still, it's pretty cool. You can see the countries here. And down here you can see the ages of the players, and then there's all these box plots that indicate how the data is spread out, like how are the ages of the players spread out for France versus England versus Nigeria, etc. There is all kinds of things. They actually did a really good job. They have well, one thing I like is when you go from screen to screen, you get some animation, so that's kind of neat. This is I guess just players that are play forward, and here's their goalkeeper ages. Not as much data we can see. And here is what? Oh, this is back to all. Okay. Oh, and then what else? Oh, this is sorted by country, so now the countries are in alphabetical order. And oh, now we can see the whiskers part of the box plots, and those you'll notice that it says use whiskers to highlight outliers, and you'll notice that over here there's a whisker that goes out to here, and then there is an outlier beyond that. And again, these are ages of players that play World Cup soccer. Okay, anyways, let's get to it. I know you're getting impatient. You're thinking to yourself, hey, Weingarten, I would like to make a really cool box plot like this myself. Or better yet, a group of stacked box plots like this. So we're going to get it. We're going to do it. So let me give you a quick overview of exactly how this is going to go. I'm going to give you a quick overview of exactly what's going to go on, and you need this overview because there's going to be a bunch of steps and some of them are complicated. So let's continue on. First, a quick overview of the whole deal here is I'm going to take data that we already gathered from the M&Ms, and I'll use that data to give you this sort of to give you this tutorial, I will use the M&M data. So anyways, the first idea was, hey, M&Ms are cool, and oh, how did that happen? I think I want to go back. M&Ms are cool. We need to gather them, and we need to figure. Oh, and once we've gathered up all your bags of M&Ms, I'm going to have you guys enter data into a Google form. The data from the Google form then goes into a Google spreadsheet. Now, here's the part that's kind of new and different, is that to get the data into Flourish and to make it so that it can display it as box plots, we're going to do something new, not entirely new. We're going to write some code. We're going to write some code that is called Google Sheets scripting, and we're going to write a script that converts this data from our Google Sheet form into a form that is more usable by Flourish. So over here we'll write the code, we'll write the script, and then we'll convert the data, and then we will export this data and then import the data into Flourish, and then finally we will then use that imported data to generate these really cool stacked box plots. So that's just a quick overview. Let's go through one by one. So one of the reasons we study statistics is a lot of times we have questions that we'd like to answer. In this case, we'd like to know if our entire class buys bags of M&M candy, what would be the most common color that occurs in the bags that we get? We gather the data up using Google Forms. I created a Google form and I gave you slots to enter how many reds, how many greens, how many blues, etc. That data then went into a spreadsheet, whether you knew it or not, known as a Google Sheet. But the problem is, to get that data into Flourish, the data has to be in a different form. So I'm going to make one part of this is I'm going to have a video where I explain how the code works. And then we'll just use the code, and this will give us the ability to take data from Google Forms and import them into Flourish and CodeApp and other software programs and make Boxplots and who knows, maybe other stuff too. We will then download the data from the Google Sheet to a CSV file. We will then upload that data file to Flourish, and then we will be able to create these really cool stacked box plots. And you'll notice that the box plot is a little bit different. In the past, we did use the R programming language to make stacked box plots. They were actually vertical. These could be too, but in R it was vertical box plots. And we were able to get multicolor box plots, and it looked pretty cool. But this is a little cooler, and it's a little bit more functional. Not only can we see what the box plot looks like and what the outliers look like, but we can actually visually see why the box looks the way it does. In other words, why is this guy a little shorter than this guy over here? Well, we can see that there's a ton of data in this small amount of space, and there is less data in this larger amount of space between values. So anyways, this gives us a really good visual understanding of how box plots work, in addition to letting us compare box plots for different variables, like in this case brown, orange, yellow, blue, etc. Okay, let's see. Oh, finally, since the data also works really well in other software programs like CodeApp, we will quickly go and take the same data file, import it into CodeApp, and have CodeApp produce these box plots as well, these stacked box plots as well. All right, and that's it. That's my quick overview of what we're going to do, and now I'll make up some separate videos on how we get this done.